Hello everyone, I am Sohom and I am here to present our approach for the English subtask of FinNum3 shared task. Dr. Naskar and I contributed towards development of this. We are affiliated to Jadavpur University and Fidelity Investments. Overview. Investors tend to make data-driven decisions by consuming financial contents available online. Numerals present in these contents may be simply claims by executive and not facts. Our motivation is to help investors to identify out-of-claim numerals so that they do not get allured by in-claim numerals. For example, in the text below, in the year 2021, the markets were bullish. We expect to boost our sales by 80% this quarter. 2021 is out of claim whereas 80% is in claim. We present a system to classify numerals containing numerals occurring within a financial text as in claim or out of claim. Dataset. We used the FinNum3 investors and managers fine-grained claim detection English dataset. This was released as a part of NTCIR-16 shared task. The training dataset contained 8,337 records, out of which 1,039 were in claims. The validation set contained around 1,191 instances, out of which 114 were in claims. Each labeled record consisted of the following: financial text, numeral which was present within the text, starting position of the numeral, ending position of the numeral, category of the numeral, label, that is in claim or out of claim. We performed an exploratory data analysis and also studied how the number of tokens and sentences varied across various sources. This is presented in this slide. We observe that the number of sentences and tokens for the validation set is lesser than the training and the test set for each of the categories. Methodology. Our final system is an ensemble system which uses majority voting to decide the final output. After lots of experimentation, we decided to use words within a range of 8 before and after the target numeral as the context. We fine-tuned a Finbert model for 15 epochs, considering a maximum of 64 tokens for the task of classification. This was our model M1. In the second model, we reduced the range from 8 to 6 and the number of tokens from 64 to 16. Everything else was the same. The third model M3. In this third model, we extracted 6 words preceding and succeeding the target numeral. We refer to this as the context window. Given this context window, we calculated the average of BERT embeddings of the constituent tokens present in the target numeral. This means that the contextual embeddings of the target numeral having 768 dimensions were used as features. Additionally, we used some engineered features like one-hot vectors of the categories extracted using Microsoft recognizers for text, the number of digits before and after decimal, parts of speech of the words preceding and succeeding the target numeral, and so on. We used these features to train the logistic regression model which was used for classification. Results and discussions. We had made 3 submissions. The first one is the output of model M1 as it is. The second one is similar to the third one. The only difference is we fine-tuned the threshold for classification so that the model performs best on the validation set without compromising much on the training set. Our third submission is the output of the ensemble model M3. The results are presented on the left hand side of this slide, and on the right hand side we present an ablation study which we conducted to understand the effect of a changing range within which the words were being considered. Furthermore, we experimented by removing the interrupted features from M3. You can see all the results of ablation study on the right hand side of this slide. Conclusions and future works. To conclude, we ranked 9th and 10th out of 16 submissions in terms of micro and macro F1 scores respectively. Subsequently, we have developed an open source tool called FinCat, Financial Numeral Claim Analysis tool. It has been hosted on Hugging Face Spaces. In future, we shall work on improving the performance of the model further and take numerals from the user while enhancing this tool. Another direction of future research can be towards creating a browser-based extension which will be able to detect in-claim numerals from financial pages, financial web pages in real time. Thank you. Any questions?